Hotel brothers and sisters, Black Power, as always, giving honor to the Creator, giving honor to the ancestors. Chief of Staff, Brother Harris Abdul of the Street Law Soldiers. My in-laws, my sister, my father, family members, subscribers, donors, viewers, and all the brothers and sisters who are fighting for our liberation and salvation within the black nation. Also, to all our brothers and sisters, the 3 million and counting that are behind enemy lines, locked down in these dungeons and hellholes called prisons and jails all across the United States. Crack babies and brothers and sisters and elders who are in hospitals fighting for their lives as we speak. May the Creator and the ancestors continue to cover them, place a covenant of love and recovery over their energies. Now I want to talk about, I have a few things that I want to discuss, but I don't think I'm going to have much time today because of busy schedule that I've been having this week. A grueling, trying schedule, but it's all good because as long as I'm working towards something, that means something is being worked on. So it's all good. It's a blessing to be able to be alive, fighting some of the greatest devils in mankind, in history. And so what I want to discuss today is this Botham John, the brother who was shot and killed in his own apartment last year by this devil here, Amber Geiger, who is a police officer, a Houston police officer, and the things that are surrounding this 1 year later of how white supremacy, the system of racism, white supremacy, will make every attempt to flip and belittle and make justifiable lies to kill our brothers and sisters in the United States. Now, this is 1 year later. This devil Amber Geiger, who shot Botham John in his own apartment, but lied and said she thought she was in her own apartment and that an intruder was in her apartment, which is a fucking lie because the locks proved that she lied. And see, this is how white supremacy operates. Also, what fucked me up from the beginning was when she shot and killed this brother on the 6th of September and was not taken into custody until the 9th of September. Meaning, they literally begged her, the authorities literally begged her to come in and surrender herself or allow them to take her into custody. This devil here, who is a straight devil, do the history on him. Texas Senator Ted Cruz. And you all know, for those who are conscious, you all know who Ted Cruz is. His comments are, let's not jump the gun and jump to conclusions about anything. What the fuck do you mean don't jump the gun when she went into this man's house and murdered him in cold blood? But you say don't jump the gun. See, it's always this flipping of the script with the support. Let me repeat this. Grab onto your seat and your seat belts, because this is gonna be some turbulence in your plane ride. Amber Geiger has abundant support from certain black communities. Now, Botham John wasn't what you call a G by no stretch of the imagination. You know, Botham John had a thing for white women. You know, he loved sucking on Ice 8 pussy, and they're trying to lie in this photo and say that this is not Amber Geiger on the end with the sunglasses on, when in all actuality it is. And let me explain before we go any further what I think took place. Amber Geiger wanted Botham John. See, Botham John was a safe Negro. He was a non-threatening Negro. Corporate nigga. You know, ambition. And was destined to become a multi-millionaire. And see, those are the only niggas that these snow monkeys fuck with. These are the only ones that they fuck with. Now, you all know that from the Michael Jordans and what have you. The average G, the Ice 8 has no interest in, other than a night in bed. Now, I'm not even going to talk about no penis sizes and all that between no white and black men. I don't give a damn about that. But I'm talking about class. He's what you call the black bourgeois. And regardless if he is, he was still murdered by this snow monkey, Amber Geiger, who was on a jealous rampage that meant to kill Botham John because she thought that she could get away with it. And that's why she shot him, because he said, "Oh my God, why are you doing this?" His exact words, "Why are you doing this to me?" Now, that sounds like somebody knew somebody. And let's not be fooled about this shit. See, one thing they don't want is to send a white woman to jail for killing a black man. And let me break it in layman's terms. They don't want to send a lily white angel to the pen for killing a nigga. See, this is the mindset of the cracker. Now, they refuse to allow witnesses to make statements in the trial already. Now, these 9 people here are called the protesting 9, or the Houston 9, who protested against the release of Amber Geiger and was arrested. Now, they stayed locked up longer than Amber Geiger. The 9 protesters stayed locked up longer than the goddamn killer. See, this whole setup is going to be rigged. It's going to be rigged. See, they're going to get some buck dancing jurors, some nigger jurors, and some starch Texans, some starch Texas, born and raised, inbred motherfucking Texas motherfucking crackers. And they're going to have some slave-minded niggas as a jury. Now, this young queen here, Bunny Bobs, her nickname is Bunny Babs, last name Babs, was fired from her job and blacklisted in the state of Texas for using her cell phone filming the Amber Geiger murder, the Botham John, the execution of Botham John. When Bunny, who was working on her job, corporate, 3 years, was let go, and the excuse that they used was she was anti-police for filming a brother being murdered. She was let go. But the good thing about it, sister, and I commend you, my hat goes off to you. No ifs, ands, or buts. And you need to be applauded and celebrated. We need to celebrate you. Yeah, brothers, sisters, come on, y'all. Let's just give the sister Bunny a round of applause, y'all, because she deserves it. She really does. You know, for the work that she's done and the bravery that she's demonstrated. She deserves a standing ovation. Plus, she also has raised $30,000 to help her with her bills while she searches for another place of employment. And you know, brothers and sisters, how much heart it took for this sister to do that and undergo the type of pressure, threats that she has undergone. And we need to seriously protect her. So I'm calling out to you brothers down there in Houston, you know, to look over her, protect her. There's some brothers down there that are capable of doing that. Gorilla Mainframe and some other brothers, some other organizations, groups, or what have you. Because she didn't have to do that. But she wants to see this cave dog get what's coming to her, like everybody else. And so why is it, you know, the ice monkey cannot stand and receive chastisement and punishment like everybody else? What makes them different? What makes them different? And I'm gonna tell you bootlicking niggas something. You know, karma is just not what goes around comes around. You know, how can you sleep at night cheering for someone who committed cold-blooded murder, thinking you're going to get some brownie points with the Caucasian, which you're not. You're not. You are not. Because it can be your son, it can be your daughter next. Don't get it confused. Stop getting shit twisted about thinking you're going to get a pass and your bougie ass people are exempt from police terrorism, from mass incarceration, from substance abuse, AIDS, and the like. You house niggas do not get it. Now I'm talking about, let's get into the sick niggas. The sick niggas. This piece of shit here, 38-year-old Ricardo Strachan of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Lauderhill, Florida. He's a goddamn pastor. This fuck piece of shit is a pastor who is charged with sexually molesting 12-year-olds. He's a pedophile. Sexually violated a 12-year-old boy over a dozen times. Actually, it's been more than a dozen times. But he's been charged with 12 counts. He was caught 12 times. And see, this is the sick part of this clergy shit. See, let me tell you, number one, I'm gonna get back to that in a minute. Let me just deal with this motherfucking piece of shit, fuck ass nigga here, who deserves the goddamn lethal injection or the electric chair for fucking with little children, man. It's no excuse. I have no sympathy, no understanding, no compassion, and I don't want any for a nigga that fucks with children. He deserves the worst goddamn penalties in the land. Although they contracted. See, in this shit, see, when the black man do this shit and copycats the white man, the black man is punished more, but the originator of it that does it damn near walks away scot-free. Because see, clergy pedophiles, who does that remind you of? The fucking priests, the Catholic priests who go around right now, they're going around violating these little boys. Putting so much fear in their hearts where they think they are doing God a favor when they are being violated. And you know what will happen is a lot of motherfuckers from this nigga's church will come to court and defend this on his fucking behalf, defend this goddamn vermin. Will defend this goddamn vermin. And say, oh, everybody deserves a second chance, and, you know, he's without the sin cast the first stone and all that. Nah, he should be hit with a goddamn cinder block of brick. Because you're not going to tell me stealing the candy bar out of 7-Eleven is equivalent in sin in God's eyes to raping a goddamn baby. You're not going to tell me no shit like that. The triple play right here. You know, Joshua Wright, 67 years old. His son William Wright, 46. And Donald Jackson, their son-in-law, who's 40. All three of these goddamn faggots. And the son, William Wright, is a fucking Capitol Police. Now, Joshua Wright is the pastor who been raping teenagers in the at-risk youth program that the church has called Children Having Overcoming Power. But they couldn't overcome the power that you motherfuckers applied in violating these children. These kids, these children. This is in Oxon Hill, Maryland, in Fort Washington area of Prince George's County, Maryland. These three pieces of fuck. And see, I know about the Maryland prison system. And for the oldest one, Pastor Joshua Wright, your motherfucking asshole is in trouble when you get to the Maryland Penitentiary. You know, well, all three of you can kiss your rectums goodbye and say hello, because you're going to hemorrhoid heaven. Because those sodomites that are in protective custody as well as on the pound are waiting for your arrival. I don't feel sorry. Like I said, no compassion or nothing. I don't give a fuck how old you are or whatever the deal is. You 67 years old and you're messing with goddamn kids. And they're gonna run trains on you motherfuckers. You're gonna think the New York subway transit system runs through your goddamn back. Cause those freak niggas, cause they got a lot of sodomites, and they keep them in one section in Maryland. And what they do is they rape each other. Because they're not going anywhere. They are not allowed to go in GP, the general population, because there are hundreds of knives with their names written on them. There are gigantic cups of hot baby oil straight out the microwave mixed with pancake syrup to throw on you motherfuckers, to take the skin off your asses. I seen a lot of pink motherfuckers in the Maryland prison system. Freddy Krueger looking motherfuckers that were torched. And you niggas ain't gonna be no exception. Once again, I have no understanding compassion, forgiveness, whatsoever, when you take advantage and you penetrate these little children, hurting their little bodies, fucking them over, traumatizing them for life, motherfucker. And then you know, you three, you know, niggas gonna have same thing. People from the church come and say they don't believe it. This the one that gets me. The children brought it on themselves. That's the one that gets me. So, you know, whatever comes down the pipe, you deserve every goddamn minute of it. So, brothers and sisters, I'll be back with another video shortly. But in the meantime, just stay tuned. Hotep, Black Power.